Here we go. Prevelations, episode
30.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. We are Sean and Danny from Prevail Strength and Fitness. We have been personal trainers, gym owners.
And AJ. Andy Jane is sleeping right now. Okay.
And for about a decade. And we do some adventuring things and some ultra things and fitnessy things and nutrition-y things for a long time.
And photography
And
things.
anyways.
Okay.
Let's dive in.
What's our topic today?
We're gonna try to keep this short and to the point about.
Are you telling me to not get distracted?
Well, I mean, I'm usually the one that goes off into like the deep dive into
You do.
nonsense.
Okay. So you should not say anything.
Yeah, I think this is like surviving the holidays.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
You start with like, of everything else, you start with like language of, we got to survive the holidays. It's like
Okay.
I barely keep my head above water kind of idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm that's normal language. I think so we're just going to go over some like practical, tactical, and some headspace things about how you can get the most out of this chaotic time of the year.
Okay. Like with your fitness or just like in general?
Well, what's outside? What do you mean? What's the difference between in general and in fitness? Like, what do you mean?
Like get the most out of your fitness during the holiday season or just get the most out of your life during the holiday season?
Well, what would that mean, getting the most out of your life? In what sense? How would that?
Like because you said like just trying to survive. Like you're trying to enjoy the holidays.
Okay. Well, I guess a little bit both. I mean, I was thinking like you're not fitness, but like health.
Okay.
Mental health, physical health.
Okay.
all
Yeah,
that
mental
stuff.
health. Okay, got it.
Okay. Oh, geez, he's rumbling around. So I think the first part is just like we've all things health, fitness, nutrition related, relationships, all these things, is that, well,
Yeah.
not like just like
Yeah.
who you're like married to or whatever relationships, but like all your personal relationships, which is why this time of the year gets so crazy, is because of all of the commitments you have to relationships, which are the things that kind of like add so much extra load to this time of the year, right? Is especially in health and nutrition and fitness and strength and all the exercise, it's not an on-off switch.
Right.
I mean, we talk about this all the time, but during this time of the year, it's really important to remember that all your process and strength, health, and nutrition is a dimmer switch.
Yeah.
Day to day, week to week, month to month, season to season, year to year, it's always on a dimmer switch. And I think it's really easy, especially at this time of the year. There's two camps. There's one type of person who is not yet consistent in their exercise routine, and they are going to wait until January, right, to get going, which is kind of like, I'm off, I want to be on, is like a light switch. And then there's the other person who's somewhat consistent or consistent already in those things throughout the year, right? Now, if you look at like the top 10%, 15% of people, their process into nutrition, health, exercise won't change this time of year, right?
Right.
But that's a small percentage of people who are like, nope, I'm going to eat my protein. I'm going to eat my 3 to 4 or 5 days of exercise a day a week. I'm going to go for my walks. I'm going to get my water. I don't care what else is happening around me. I'm already into that pattern. But really, there's a huge chunk of people who are barely like just making their 2 to 3 sessions of exercise, and they're just barely hitting their minimal effective dose with like portion control and nutrition and hydration and step count. Those people tend to have the most amount of like, there's just no more bandwidth coming into this time of year.
Sure.
It's like I'm already pushing on all these things just to like hold minimal effective dose. So it's really easy to get into this like cliche, throw it in the fuck it bucket. Right?
Yeah.
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 And especially with coaching like nutrition people over the years, you started coaching nutrition people. We've talked about coaching nutrition people through November, December on purpose because it's one of the toughest times.
Yeah. And
Which is the time you need.
Harder to even get back going after.
Right. It's when you need the most amount of support. Okay. There we go. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Okay. I'm going to keep going. And let's talk about minimal effective dose, dimmer switch. Is when you get, it's easy to get into this with the holidays, with food, booze, nutrition, maybe even sleep a little bit because of travel and like late night things. I think the thing to think about is like, you know, during a holiday or during a party, you definitely don't have to live like a robot where you're like, well, I'm not going to eat, you know, whatever. I'm going to eat perfect every time I go out, or I'm only going to do this perfect thing on the week or the weekend or evening. And then there's the opposite side. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to, that's a mental health block to where you're like, I can't enjoy the things I'm doing and the relationships of people I'm with because I'm so wrapped up in being perfect with my nutrition and health. I was talking about how there's like the dimmer switch of when you do things socially or family things and food and booze and nutrition and hydration and movement, where there's the person who's like, I don't care that those things are happening. I'm going to be 100% dialed in, which now you're sacrificing the relationship part, the mental health part of enjoying people and holidays and events.
Sure.
And then on the opposite side, there's the like, for my mental health, my relationship, I'm going to treat this evening or this meal or this event as a complete social. I'm not going to have any of that load of like, I better eat perfect. I better like just get rid of all that. What happens is if you take that idea of I'm going to kind of zero out all this idea about nutrition and movement, is it if it's really easy to get into that being stacked day after day after week after week after week.
Yeah.
Or like a whole weekend, and then Monday comes along and then Tuesday, and next thing you know, it's like 3 years later. And you're like, I haven't paid attention to anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
which makes it really hard to like come back out of.
Right. It makes it really hard to be consistent. When you really think about even in one single day, you're not going to have an entire 24-hour window to where you're going to be in a social environment that you can't control hydration, nutrition, and movement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, okay, I have a thing from like 2 to 6 with the family where you still can control your breakfast.
Right.
And not make it perfect, but you can be like, well, I'm definitely going to lead my day with a protein-based meal.
Yeah.
That's a very simple thing to say. That's way different than saying, well, since I have this thing at 2 to 6, I'm just going to eat crap all day long.
Right.
I'm not going to do anything. So it's controlling what you can control. And that's where the dimmer switch comes in. You're like, well, if I have 4 meals today normally I eat 80% of these things as good as possible. Well, I know I have a big holiday thing. Okay, well, today I'm going to eat 50% as good as possible.
Yeah.
That's still a win.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to be able to make it to the gym for 4 or 5 days because of travel and because of all the things. It's like, well, I can still do little things like take the stairs at the airport. I can go on a tiny little bit of extra walk after I eat a meal. I can, I can park farther away, or I can play with sports or activities or games with a family that I'm around. And that's like little ways where you can take that dimmer switch and you can kind of just modulate it throughout the day and throughout the week.
Yeah.
So,
modulate. Sorry.
Yeah. And then the other thing you can do even during, like we always, just at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're a turkey trot family now.
Maybe. Goodness gracious. Even though it was only the 2 of us. She wasn't even there.
She can be there next year. We had to test it out.
Okay.
For her.
Okay.
And I think I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about like food. I mean, that is a good way. It's Thursday. You don't have anything going on till noon. You've got 6 hours.
Thanksgiving, right.
We chose to go do a 5K. Whatever. Not something I normally do, but we want to do it. There's a social aspect to it. There's people. There's like we knew other people out there the race. But you could have been like, well, let's go for a big walk, or let's go to the studio, or let's go whatever. So it's something you can control.
Yeah. And we would have just done that because we knew after dinner the sun would be down, a big walk probably wouldn't have
Right.
happened, and just like
Right.
being inside most of the day, it's
Right.
like it's just nice to be out.
Yeah, yeah, and that part plus, even during when we're there, I don't take any, I don't change, like I don't take. I don't know how to say this. Like, I'm not gonna change what I put on my plate at Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna try to make it some perfect macro meal. I'm not gonna try to like eat 80% full. I'm not gonna try to do any of that things. The things that I will do is I will make sure like, okay, is there some sort of actual salads or greens here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that as part of my plate.
Which, P.S., we always bring the salads and greens to
See?
all the family events
There you
because
go.
then we know we get some.
Right.
And our families always appreciate a little salad.
Yeah, and it's never like boring like iceberg lettuce and
Y'all, we get
carrots.
that salad kit, and it
Right.
is.
Right. We always get salad kits and have
Good.
fun toppings and dressings and stuff.
Anyways,
And then the other thing, I guess,
you always get a protein.
always get a protein. It's pretty simple, and almost every kind of meal is always gonna have some sort of protein, anyways. I'm gonna try to drink a normal amount of water.
Yeah.
You know, especially if there are booze, I'm definitely gonna try to like make sure I'm just not drinking any water. But I'm not gonna like, no. I'm not gonna have that, or not gonna have this, or
Mhm.
not gonna have that. I'm only gonna be drinking water today
Yeah.
because it doesn't really matter in the big picture of things.
Yeah. I think when I used to go into the holidays, it was more stressful because I did want like perfect macros, or I
Yeah.
kind of did treat it as like a
Uh-huh.
dimmer switch off.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would load up on my favorite foods. And now it's like I can just do like a bite or two of each thing because those things are just so like filling anyways
Yeah.
that like they're great for just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, with the dimmer switch, and when it comes to like how you feel and your health,
Mm-hmm.
the other part of this is, well, for us personally, I don't want to get to the end of the day or the end of the weekend or the end of the 2-day thing and just feel like complete shit
Just sluggish.
because I've had no movement, I've had no water, I've had
no water.
no like anything decent along the way,
Yeah.
because I just don't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have anything to do with like, oh, I better burn these calories, or I better get these
Right.
macros or these micronutrients in.
Mhm.
It's just like at the end of the day, I don't want to feel like complete shit over and over and over again, because that's going to be a cascade effect into the next day.
Yeah.
And like, I still had pie. I had
Mhm.
several slices of different pies and dessert.
Yes.
Um,
Several slices.
And this, again, you don't have to do this, but I generally, instead of having like 3 normal slices of pie, I'll have like 3 half slices of pie. Because me, I'm like, I don't want an entire piece of pumpkin pie. I'd rather have like half of a pumpkin, half a pecan, half of a apple, because I
Mhm.
want all the flavors and do
Mhm.
all the things, right?
Yeah.
But that's another easy way to easily portion
That's how I
control.
am. It's like bites of every kind of potato
Mhm.
that there's there.
Right.
Not like huge serving of one kind.
Yeah. Right. And then if you have small portions and you get done and you're like up and around and being social and you're like, I'm still hungry, well, there's
Great. Yeah.
always food.
Yeah.
to
right.
go back
yeah.
and do it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else about surviving the holidays do you think is like... Okay.
Well, okay, it's not food related.
That's
Well,
perfect.
it could be food related. I don't really know. But I think going into the holidays with all these different like plans and things, and if you like are a person that feels drained after doing those like plans and things all the time,
Mm-hmm.
then like ask yourself before each event or thing that you're invited to, like, is it a hell yes?
Mm.
And if it's not a hell yes, then maybe it's something that you can
Mm-hmm.
sit out on
Mm-hmm.
until the thing that comes around that is a hell yes, because that can be really overwhelming too.
Yeah, that's usually dependent on personality type of like someone who wants to make sure that they are appeasing everybody.
Yeah.
And then the other side is like someone who's naturally introvert or extrovert,
Mm-hmm.
may need less or more capacity, but
I've never been like upset or mad with someone if they can't come to something. And I think most people would probably understand that, right?
ooh, I don't know. It depends. Well, there's so much nuance there.
Okay.
Which we love nuance, but that's how, again, when you're just thinking about that idea of like, I can't say things in absolute about everyone would love me to be everywhere.
Sure.
That's a weird, wild statement.
Yeah.
Right? In
Yeah.
just an event schedule. Well, it's the same thing with nutrition and food. It'd be like, oh, well, if I don't make 4 days a week of exercise, then I'm not going to make any.
Yeah.
Well, you're forgetting all the nuance and all the gray area.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think the other part is...
But that could even be applied to food. If there's
Same
if
thing.
there's like a cookie and you're like, there's a cookie here, but if it's not like a hell yes, then...
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just
that's
sitting
true.
there.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes we'll just snack on things.
Just because they're there.
Because it's there and you're like, oh, well, I don't just have cookies at home all the time. But it's really not your favorite cookie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I'm getting
Yeah.
off.
All that starts with the headspace before you get there.
Yeah.
How do I want to approach the day? How do I want to approach the event? How do I want to approach this weekend? And if you're like, I don't want to think about anything, I just want to enjoy myself for the next whatever amount of period of time, great.
Yeah.
Right? But on the flip side, when you're coming off of that, it's not a punishment. It's not I don't have to make up ground.
Right.
Right. You're not coming back and you'll be like, well, I better work off all this food, or I ate so much, or I'm a piece of shit, or whatever it is you say afterwards. Because if you move, because it's like the whole idea of like,
toe idea?
The whole idea of like cheat meals.
Oh, cheat meal. I almost brought that up.
Cheat meals is, we do not agree with that terminology, because if it's part of a plan, then you're already planning for it.
Yeah.
You're not cheating on anything.
Yeah.
So if you go, yeah, I'm going to be at a Thanksgiving for this many hours, and I'm not going to pay attention to any considerations. I'm just going to do whatever feels good for me that day. The next day, you just start whatever normal day you would have from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You don't have to like ping pong, or what's it? Not ping pong. Toggle or seesaw. You know how like the ball swings one way, so you're like, oh, I would absolutely nothing for the day. Could be a wrecking ball, yeah. But it swings back the other direction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually what people do with fitness and nutrition. They come off of Thanksgiving, like, I didn't do anything, ate like shit all day. Next day they come in like, I'm eating carrots and I'm working out 17 times today. And you're like, well, you didn't have to do that. You can just like start back exactly where you would normally start any other time. Because and we really think about when it comes to weight gain, weight loss, that one day is very minimal in the entire big picture of things.
Yeah.
It's not worth the mental like negativity of the next day to like punish yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it all comes with like, how am I going to approach this day?
Yep.
Am I going to approach this day at full tilt because my goals are highly dependent? I'm getting on a bodybuilding stage. I have no room for error. Okay. Well, you're in that headspace. If it's like, you know what, I'm probably going to like just have a normal day and try to drink some water and maybe I'll go for a walk after Thanksgiving. Okay, great. Or you're like, you know what, I'm not going to think about a single thing. I'm just going to start my next day like I normally do, prioritizing all the things I normally prioritize. Those are all great decisions. None of those are right or wrong.
Yeah. I like him.
Okay.
Good.
What else about the holidays?
So, well, one, if we want to keep track of takeaways from this, it's think about how you want to go into your day or your holiday or your event. I mean, I know there's going to be so many parties and events, and you could do this with every time.
Right. Yeah.
Because then you won't feel overwhelmed in the moment too. Yeah. If you're having to make a decision about something. So one, think about how you want to approach your day. Dimmer switch. What else?
Keep the lights on.
Hell yes. Hell no. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no.
I'm a little...
You don't like that one.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just not how my brain works.
With food or with social things?
Well, social things, sometimes it doesn't matter if I'm a hell yes or hell no. Other people have different opinions. So
I feel like I'm kind of like that with food, maybe. A hell yes or a no.
I mean, we've been talking about travel and leaving during certain holidays. And it is selfish of us to want to go do whatever we want to do on a holiday day. We want to go spend a day on the beach. That's selfish of us because that's only serving you and I and her. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. But there is also like, we should be like respectful to the people who want to see us, because we do want to see them too. It's not like we hate them. It's just that sometimes you look at a holiday and you're like, golly, this would be way less stress if I were just go do this by myself and not have all the other things to worry about. Right? Yeah. But you're managing relationships at the same time.
Yeah, and if families listening to this, we are not giving out on any family Christmases.
Everyone feels the same way.
You think?
Oh, 100%. Yes, of course. People, it is natural for someone to be like, yes, I want to do whatever I want to do over everything else. That's pretty normal.
Okay.
It's just the people who like only ever do that. You go, hey, well, maybe you want to like consider others every now and then, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What else is another one during this? I guess travel, with like workouts and the difference between workouts and movement during travel. This comes back to just feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't about like making up the difference in calories or losing your fitness. It can get hard when you stack like an early morning flight, drive to the thing, get to the airport, sleep is off, you sit in the car, you sit in the airport, you sit in the plane, you sit in the Uber, you sit, and then by the end of the day you're like, golly, I just don't feel good.
Right.
And if you do that over and over and over and over again, it can get pretty difficult to do. I think that little mini workouts can really make a big difference in how you feel. Even if that's like, consider a mini workout as like an intentional half an hour walk.
Sure.
That's a big deal, right? Yep. Other things of like just going into a little hotel gym or going into a spare room or whatever it is and just getting in like half kneelings and door frame stretches and like T-spine rotations and some hip lifts and some rear lunges and some like kind of yoga-esque, whatever those things are called. What's it called when you put your leg back and put your arms over your head?
The down dog?
No, that's your hands on the ground. The sun god whatever thing. You know when you put your lunge and you put your hands behind your back and you make a big bow arch?
A sun wavy. Because it's a leg up.
Sun wavy?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But I get what you're saying.
A sun wavy thing.
Yeah, you could just do rear lunges and push-ups and have a great 10 minutes. Or what, or whatever it is.
Do some wall angels or some, upper body lower
rolls.
Just
roll around.
There's 1,000 YouTube videos out there, stuff like this. I think the part is like, I'm just going to spend 3 minutes moving my body through space a little bit in these anti-sitting positions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to feel so much better.
Yeah, for sure.
Just taking like little tiny movement snacks will make a big deal. I mean, I know when we travel, we try to spend the least amount of time sitting in the airport because we're sitting to it and we're sitting during when we fly.
Yeah.
So we try our best to keep walking. We try our best to do half kneelings. We try our best to like, even just find the stand-up desk places to lean on stuff.
Stand up and eat.
Stand up to eat, right? All those things.
But there's also like so many stores in the airport. Y'all should just roam around the stores because we just walk a bunch.
Yeah, we just walk a bunch.
Yeah.
And again, dimmer switch, just controlling what you can control. The little things add up, especially after the, I think the most important thing is you get out of the headspace of like after the holidays, I'm going to start paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be 0 to 100 or...
Right. Minimal effective dose.
100 to 0.
Right. So minimal effective dose is like a 5-minute walk is a minimal effective dose if you're going to be sitting all day. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Or don't take anything as a wash either. We've talked about this before, but like, yeah, if you can only do the workout snack that's 10 minutes, it's better than nothing. Right. Or if you can only go on a 10-minute walk in the morning, like it still counts. It's not that it has to be a 30-minute walk to like...
Yeah, and then the minimal effective dose of counting is like if you're a Prevail student now or you have a regular gym routine and you go in, let's just say you're consistent at 3 days a week, right? Holidays come in. Don't think that just because you can't make 3, that one session isn't super valid. Yeah. You know what? Whatever my week is this, I can come in on Tuesday morning before all my stuff happens. I'm still just going to get that Tuesday morning in. Yeah. If you zoom out and you think about that, you're like, well, I normally get 12 sessions a month, right? During the holidays, I know I have this week and I have this week. I can only make one of each of those. Well, instead of you going from like 12 sessions to like 6 sessions, you can go from 12 sessions to like 8 or 9 sessions. Right. That's still considerably farther along than you would be without it. Yeah. So just thinking, I have capacity, I have time before I get going. I'm going to get one session in. I'm going to feel a lot better. Yeah. Especially in the morning before you have a bunch of stuff to do. Yeah. And on the other side of counting, if you are counting macros or wanting to pay attention to nutrition, like just focus on protein and be like, I know I'm going to have 4 meals today. I'm going to eat 30 grams of protein at each meal. And that's 120 grams of protein. Yeah. Yeah. And that's still something that you can like
try to control if you want
Right.
to like
Right.
lean in a little bit.
Right. That's the dimmer switch of like, I normally count all my calories and all my macros. In
Mhm.
theory,
Yeah,
right? I personally don't, but someone, right? You go, okay, well, I'm just going to count my protein today.
Yeah.
Well, that's a dimmer switch in like the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
still great.
It's not just saying I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
But that's also a decision you make before you get into it.
Yeah. You don't want to do that halfway through the day and be like, oh my gosh, I think I've only had 15 grams. And then you start spiraling because you're like,
Right.
I'm a piece of shit.
Right.
I need to eat more protein.
Right. That's like a day before, like the evening before
You
go to
kind
bed.
of like
and
tally in your
okay,
mind.
All right, this is my plan of attack tomorrow. The plan of attack, just like when you do goal setting, plan of attack should be on a level 1 to 10. How confident are you that that's approachable?
Yeah.
So if you say, I normally count all my macros, I count all my calories, tomorrow I'm going to count protein. Okay, level 1 to 10, how approachable is that for me? Well, I'm going to be here at this meal, I'm going to be doing this thing. I think it's going to be really hard for me. I'm a 6 out of 10 confident I could count my protein. Well, then it's not a good idea.
Mhm.
You need to pick something else to focus on or not focus on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to drink 80 ounces of water. Well, can you control that? Is that a 9 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Then great. That's a good approachable goal
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Is that it? Wow.
Anything else about surviving the holidays?
Well, how do you guys feel about matching pajamas?
Gentlemen, how do you feel about matching pajamas?
You have a baby now.
She has no clue.
Last night I was in bed and he was still up, and I sent him a picture
Because it
of
was 8:30.
I do go to bed at 8:30. But there was a Daddy Claus sweatshirt, and I sent it to him. I knew he was not going to be happy with it, but
No.
I had to just see the response. It was the only thing that could match the pajamas that I really wanted to get us, but I'm not going to. So it's fine.
No.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Anything
All right,
else
that's it. No.
besides surviving holidays? Minimal effective dose, dimmer switch, control what you can control, have a plan before you do it.
Have a plan before you do it is the biggest thing, I think.
Give yourself some grace
Mm-hmm.
without putting things into the fuck it bucket.
Yeah.
Great. That's the hardest part.
Yep.
Give yourself grace. Keep going the next day.
Yeah.
Don't try to make up for the quote unquote gap.
Mm-hmm. Or
Right.
just like keep it in the bucket for another
Decade.
year or whatever.
Right. Right.
Okay.
And there you go. So
Cool.
if you're on YouTube, comment your opinions about this. You can comment on the Instagram, Danny_Prevail. We should have, I was thinking about this. We should probably just make an Instagram Prevelations that then we could just tag as a collaborator
Oh, you think?
every time.
Okay.
Because then there would be like a library, like a history of all of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
But it
there'd
won't be the
there'd
whole
something.
things on there.
You
Oh.
could take a screenshot of all 29 of them and just post them all at once. Or a week or two or something. You know what I'm saying?
But clips of it or just the...
Well, whatever we have. If we just have a picture, we have a picture. But we could move into...
He's trying to add to my job. It's fine.
I'm trying to
All right,
add
cool.
to y'all.
Y'all.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, cool.
Like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. And if you have anything else you want us to talk about, yell at us.
Yeah, go to my Instagram. Even though now it's a bunch of baby stuff, but Danny_Prevail. Okay, bye.
Bye.